everyone, I'm Heather, a travel agent with NEI Travel, and I am currently in Basel, Switzerland, about to embark on a Rhine River cruise. Now, the Rhine River happens to be the most popular river for first-time river cruisers. This is it goes through familiar countries, either starting or ending in Switzerland, through Germany, and then starting or ending in Amsterdam. So it tends to tick off a lot of boxes that people want to see. I am sailing with AmaWaterways, one of my favorite river cruise lines, and I'm starting in Basel and ending in Amsterdam. And I wanted to take you along on my journey so you can see what it's like to sail on a river cruise, and specifically AmaWaterways, because hopefully it's going to entice you to give this type of vacation a try. So come along and hang out with me on my journey. The first stop on our itinerary is Colmar, a town in the Alsace region of France. And if you watch my videos, you know I love France, so I was super excited to stop here. If you want French charm, oh boy, is this the city for you. Legend has it inspired Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Village. And I can see why, because there's all these gorgeous old half-timber houses with these very ornate signs that tell you what businesses used to be there. You can totally see yourself wandering down these cobblestone streets, twirling and singing like Belle, while all of the locals lean out their windows and yell, bonjour. It's worth it to come visit. They're famous for their storks that roost here. They have really great pretzels, some beautiful museums and churches as well. So come spend the day, have some lunch in the cafe. Just beware, it's super touristy. There's more tourists here than there are locals. So expect lots of crowds. If you come early, the shops don't open until 10 a.m., but you will have the streets to yourself. Today I'm in Strasbourg, which is in the Alsace region of France. So it's very French and also very German, which makes for some gorgeous architecture. You have some Haussmann style buildings and then these beautiful medieval half-timbered houses on the cobblestone streets. It's very fairy tale-esque, but you're coming here to see the gorgeous Notre Dame Cathedral plus the astronomical clock, which is inside, and it's pretty gorgeous. I mean, the detail that went into carving that clock. There's a line to get into the cathedral. Come early, pack your patience. It probably won't take you any more than 15 minutes, but just know there are a lot of tourists here. So if you're coming, just expect to be amongst other tourists. Take your time, wander around, go in and out of the shops, and you'll have a great day. Now with AmaWaterways, all of your excursions are included. And that's good to know up front, because sometimes people, especially if they've never river cruised before, they're a little shocked at the price because you are paying a lot up front, but you're getting the most included. And that includes your shore excursions. And it's not just one excursion per day, it's every excursion, up to 3 in every port. So if you are stopping in 2 different villages during the day, you'll have 1, 2, 3 usually options that you can choose from. All included, no extra pricing. Sometimes it's for gentle walkers, people who maybe have mobility issues and need to go a little slower. Sometimes it's a city sightseeing tour or a hike or a bike ride. Sometimes there's like chocolate making classes or foodie tours. There's so many options for you to choose from that speak to your interests. So it's really cool that you don't have to pay any extra for that. I know all of you ocean cruisers out there, you're used to having to pay extra for your shore excursions. Not true on AmaWaterways. Today we are in Rudesheim. Well, actually, we got here last night. Our boat overnighted in the city. So last night we got out and went to see Mr. Siegfried's musical cabinet, which is essentially a museum of all these old tiny music boxes, some that are taller than me. There's even a little bird in a cage, which inspired Walt Disney to make animatronics. It was really cool to see. And then we just walked around the city a little bit, and this morning I am on this gondola, taking a tour over these gorgeous Riesling vineyards because Rudesheim is known for making some of the best Riesling in the world. So we got to the top of the hill, took in the National Monument for Peace. Now I'm going back down into town to do a wine tasting where I will most likely purchase way too much wine to take home. And then I need to find the very famous Rüdesheimer coffee. I didn't get to have it last night, but I determined before I leave. This is essentially a coffee where they light brandy on fire, pour in a tiny shot of espresso, and then fill it up with whipped cream. And I can't think of anything that sounds better right now. I am currently sailing on what is considered the most beautiful part of the Rhine River Gorge. In this 50-mile stretch of the river, there's something like 100 castles, maybe more. It's stunning. There's these fairy tale little villages and a ton of castles and fortresses and ruins all along the riverbanks. And so you spend an hour or 3.5 hours really on board the ship. You get on from Rudesheim and you just relax, have some lunch, grab a glass of wine, head up on the deck if it's a beautiful day, and watch the scenery go by. It's very relaxing and peaceful. It's so quiet. But also, my pro tip for you is while you're in Rudesheim, grab some cheese or some chocolates, definitely some Riesling, and bring it back on the ship with you. This way, while you're sailing, you can have your own kind of little picnic with the most beautiful views going by you. Also, that castle right there, it's mine. I'm buying it. You're all invited. Well, that's it for my very quick tour of the Enchanting Rhine itinerary here with AmaWaterways. I can't believe we're almost to Amsterdam and done with this cruise. It flew by. This was a very busy itinerary. It feels like I was constantly doing something, and to be honest, I need a little bit of a vacation after this vacation. I just really loved getting to see so many different countries in one trip, and it was just made so easy. You know, you sail along the river and then you're there. Just keep in mind, as I said, it is busy, so if you are looking for a more relaxing trip, you might want to choose a different river. But I do have a pro tip for you. A lot of people try to start this in Amsterdam and end in Switzerland. I actually think you should do it the other way around, which would be to start in Basel and end in Amsterdam, because that way the river gets prettier as you go along. And then so the anticipation builds versus seeing all of the gorgeous scenery up front and then kind of just factories towards the end as you head to Switzerland. I hope that you enjoyed this overview of the Rhine River. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And of course, if you need help booking your trip, I am a travel agent and I would love to help you do that. And if you enjoyed this, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends. It helps a lot. I am Heather and I will see you next time. Bye!